Cecily, right?
Yeah.
Seems like you're just getting started. If you're looking for someone that's eager to learn, I'm your man.
You need to be out there killing it.
Today I'm here to review for you the 2018 movie Dead Envy. This is an independent movie. It was written by Harley Di Nardo and Stacey Hula. It was actually also directed by Harley Di Nardo and starring Harley Di Nardo. This movie is quite a short one. It runs at 71 minutes long, and I would categorise this as a sort of drama slash thriller story. It stars, as I've previously said, Harley Di Nardo, Adam Reeser, Samantha Smart and Carla Wynn. This movie is about a aging rock star, Harley Di Nardo. He was in a band quite a few years ago called Catatonic Spin. They were very, very successful, but unfortunately he is what's known in the industry now as a has-been, isn't too happy about it, has been planning a comeback album and wants to get back to the heady heights of fame and fortune, and just isn't having much success. He owns a hairdressing salon with his wife, Cecily. He's the hairdresser, she works front of house, and they're doing this to kind of pay the bills. So it starts off showing him like in competitions in pubs, and he's not doing very well. It sort of puts across his real wanton desire to be back in the industry where he used to be, and he's not getting anywhere. Cue the entry of a character called Javi, who's quite the mysterious character. He is played by Adam Reeser. He almost seems like the answer to all their prayers. He wants to come and help out in the salon with them, but this guy has serious musical talent. He allows the main character's wife to hear a demo tape, and it's just awesome. She absolutely loves it. Completely new sound, and she convinces her husband to listen to it. He's one of these, he doesn't really want to hear other new talent. He's quite jealous of new talent, he wants to make it himself, and when he hears how good this guy is, he doesn't want to admit he's good, but he's good.
What's this?
Harvey's demo. I think you'll like it.
It's so good. It's real, it's raw.
The couple decide they would like to buy the rights to the songs recorded by Javi. Obviously he doesn't want to do that, they're his songs. And the movie just more or less follows the relationship between the newly introduced Javi to David and Cecily Tangiers. That's their name, Tangier, which is quite cool. So the movie follows the introduction of Javi into this couple's life, how they get along, how the relationship changes down the line, and the culmination of what happens at the end. The relationship sort of goes past the point of no return. I'll not say any more about the storyline. This is only the third movie that Harley Di Nardo is actually responsible for, and according to IMDb it was filmed for an estimated $50,000, so obviously that's a very, very small budget. I felt with that budget this movie performed very well. I wouldn't say it's got a massively complex storyline. It does have a very satisfactory conclusion. The story is quite slow paced throughout. It's something that I quite enjoyed. I think maybe if you're into rock music, as that is what the basis of this is, it starts off and it's an entirely different kind of music and you're thinking, no, this isn't what, my sort of thing. But as it progresses and you hear, like, the soundtrack of this is excellent. Very, very good soundtrack. I think it will interest music fans. If you're not looking for something that's incredibly fast paced and has got loads of stuff happening, this is a slow burn and it's one that I quite enjoyed. The ending is, I won't say predictable, but you sort of do know the path it's going to head down. We have a lady within this story called Wynn, who is part ownership in the salon. She seems to aggravate everyone, but she's still there. They can't afford to buy her out, and she is a little bit psychic. And she sort of senses something about this new character, Javi, that she's not entirely happy with.
Who's that new guy?
A potential new stylist.
Something's off.
And you just sort of have to follow the story and the interaction between Javi and the couple and see where that ends up. I thought the acting performances in this were excellent. I tend to get very... an eyebrow gets raised when I see someone that writes and directs something and also stars in it, because I kind of think, really? Could you not leave it to someone else? You know, leave it to an actor? But I will say that the gentleman that actually does write, direct and star in this is actually a really good actor. I have seen other movies recently where this has been the case and the acting has been atrocious, and you think, could you not have left it to the professionals? Is your ego so big that you must star in this movie also? But this guy is actually perfect in the role. He's supposed to be past it at 38, which kind of did my head in. It's like, you think some of those rock bands out there, like the Stones, like Led Zeppelin, all that, but this guy's past it at 38. Kind of understand it in a way, but I did feel he suited the role really well. The lady that played his wife, Samantha Smart, really, really good. I thought their relationship was really believable. I liked the relationship. It had its problems. It wasn't perfect. It showed those problems. The interactions were very believable, I felt. So yeah, that relationship sort of was the grounding of the entire movie, and it had to be believable, and it was. Then we've got Adam Reeser, who plays Javi Bates. In places I felt he possibly overacted a little bit, but in saying that, that is sort of what was required from the character, a little bit comic book in places. I can't really go into detail without giving away a vast portion of the storyline, so I won't go into any more detail there. But to be fair, the characters were all believable. The storyline was pretty believable. And I liked how it culminated. I liked where it went to. I was satisfied at the end of the movie. Would I recommend this one? I would recommend this to film fans, to people that watch a lot of movies that aren't expecting over-the-top massive effects and loads of unbelievable stuff happening. This is a small budget film and it's only 71 minutes long. So it's just a nice little story with a very satisfactory conclusion, very well acted, really nice tunes in there as well. I really enjoyed the soundtrack to this. I would heartily recommend this one. If I had to score this one out of 10, I would score this a nice solid 7, which I feel is a pretty good score. This movie's due for VOD release on, I've written it down, 3rd of September, so not too long to wait. As I said, I would recommend this to movie fans that watch a lot of movies, music fans into the sort of rock genre. I do feel, as someone that's sort of been around the rock scene my whole life and gigs, and you know, I know quite a few band members and things, I thought this was spot on. I thought it was really believable. I wouldn't be surprised to find out that that Harley Di Nardo, who wrote, directed and starred in this, does have a background in music also, as it was spot on. Just sort of the scene itself. So have you seen it? What did you think? If you have, let us know below in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you next time.